Hello, I'm Brendan Boer and I'm making a beginning mandolin video so we can basically pick up the instrument and start with the proper hold, proper pick hold, get some scales going, a few chords, and you're going to be able to play a song by the end of this short lesson. So right off, there's a really comfortable hold I'm going to recommend right here as I have it sitting on my lap like this. I've got the neck angling up a little bit toward my face. The position that I recommend is more of a classical hold, but the thumb on the back of the neck, fingers over. Often the thumb will come up like this. It's not always bad, but you don't have as much freedom. So I recommend starting with the thumb about there. And the fingers coming over about here. I've got a very large pick in my hand. You just want to hold the pick in a way that the first finger and index finger kind of come together like this. We put the pick in there with a little bit of the tip sticking out. So I'm going to start with a strum. Hand comes over here right at the end of the fingerboard. I call this hand strumming. Very, very important that we start getting used to a rhythmic strum. So it'll be like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. As you can probably see, when I strum, my hand goes downward. My arm stays about the same. And so I've got my hand going downward, strumming across all the strings at once, gently. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Down here, we're going to talk about frets and strings. So strings 1, 2, 3, 4. And normally they're double strings. On this mandolin, I've got the single strings going. It doesn't make any difference right now. It's exactly the same fingering and strumming everything for all 8 strings. So we're going to start with string 1, going up to 2 to 3 to 4. That's E, A, D, G. And our first chord is the G chord. It's a very popular chord for a lot of normal old-time country bluegrass songs. So we're going to start on string 2, which will be the A string going up from the bottom to string 2. And we have little frets here. You can see we've got little metal frets. So we're going to start counting up at fret 1 and then fret 2. First finger, index finger curved, pushing down firmly on fret 2 of string 2. And then right next to it down below on the string at the bottom, string 1, we have the second finger going along with it like this. So that is our G chord. Very simple chord. Go ahead and push down firmly with your fingertips, and we're going to strum a steady rhythm. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to take those 2 fingers, so really simple with mandolin tuning, same as violin tuning. We're going to take those first 2 spots and then move up a string. So we're going to go to the middle 2 strings, or if you have double strings, it's 4 strings, middle 2 notes. And we're going to hold those notes down firmly with our fingers in place and make sure that your E string, the bottom string, string 1, is left open. So we're going to strum 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we're going to drop back down. So we went from G, our very first chord we worked on, to C, and now back to G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to take that middle finger that's down on fret 3 on your string 1 down there and slide it down this way, 1 fret toward the open. And then we're going to go to the very top, fret 2 on your top string, which is G. Round that finger a little bit and press the tip down on that second fret on the top string. And we're going to have the D chord. So we're going to go strum 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to go back to the G chord and do our strum 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Give you a moment to go up to the C, which is again just the next string up. For both fingers, we're doing C, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to go back to G. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to go to D. So you notice how I'm holding that. Fret 2 on the bottom and top strings. First finger on top, second finger on the bottom. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then to G. Amazing grace. Now go to C. how sweet, back to G, the sound that saved a wretch D like me. Back to G. I once was lost, C, but now am back to G. Found, was blind, D, but now back to G, C. And we'll actually wait till the next video I have coming right up, which you can watch for the scales and plucking out melodies.